What's up, YouTubers? This will be part 2 to that leather sheath that I'm making. Gonna get ready to start punching the holes and do some stitching. Yay! Everybody's favorite part. Um, yeah, so stay tuned. Once I get everything together and get out of the car, because I'm in the car picking up my kid from school. Get home, get situated, get everything squared away, and start working on that leather piece so I can get that done out of the way, because I got to make some other stuff. And if anybody's interested in anything, anything custom really, hit me up, let me know. Or if you got any questions or whatever, put them in the comments on the bottom. I'll eventually set up my email address or make a new email for this channel so I can answer any questions if I have that knowledge. If I don't, I'll try to find it or try to point you in the right direction or something about leatherwork. And any questions about welding or whatever, man, that, yeah, I do have knowledge. Been doing that since I graduated high school. Took it in high school for 2.5 years. Got certified with so many hours, and then just from there I just took off like a rocket, just welding, because you don't depend on anybody else. If you want the job, you just got to pass that test, and your work speaks for yourself. So the sky's the limit when it comes to that stuff. And that's why I kind of like leatherwork too, because it's kind of the same thing. The sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it, time, effort, and if you really practice your skill. If you don't, well, you get what you put in. So don't expect good results if you don't put the work in. You got to put the work in. If you do, you get good results. If you don't, well, looks like you assembled that stuff when you had some beer goggles on or something. So you get what you put in. Yeah, so when you see me again, we'll hopefully be punching some holes in some leather. We're back. Now I kind of got to find the center where this thing's going to go. Just wherever it's going to go. Line it up where I want it. Make my initial holes here and here. I'm going to put rivets on this side. And maybe I'll put one here. I don't know. People might say it's overkill, but for what it costs, if it ever gets caught up on something, it really has to get caught up on something to get messed up. And then if it does get messed up, then I'll just have another customer, because he'll come back or she'll come back and say, hey, it tore, but I really got it snagged and it totally thrashed it. So I'll be all like, oh, that's cool, man. If I can fix it, I can fix it. If not, I'll just make you a new one. It's all right, man. Whatever. I just like to put the rivets because it's just more sturdy. And when I put them in, it kind of keeps everything in place when I stitch it. Something like this. Not on everything. Something like this. Like this wallet I'm making myself. I stitched it. But I put the rivets because I just give it more of a look, more patina look for the inside, you know. Just some basic wallet. I don't carry cash on me. Nobody really does, and if I do, it'll be like 20 bucks, 30 bucks here or there, whatever. That'll be in my pocket. But then this dry up so I can stitch this, and then I'm gonna put a Texas emblem. From Texas, you already know how we do it over here. You gotta represent, gotta love your state, no matter where you're from. And then I'm gonna put this also on that for my chain. Well, it's not a chain, it's a paracord, 550 cord, and it's a leather. I think I got it here. It's a leather strap. This is my setup for it. Don't mind it. It's been pretty jacked up. It's been used. This thing's way over a year old. Gave it a little touch up. kind of goes like this on the wallet. Then on your pants, I did the color. See the dark brown to the lighter brown, and then to the natural veg tan, which is with oil. And here's what it really looked like maybe about a couple days ago. Then I said, let me make it darker, give it some new life. Little shackle, little tassel, little butt tassel. But that's just me. But yeah, so I'm gonna line this up real quick, see where I want it, punch the holes, see how it's gonna look like. I'll be right back. I'm back. This tool makes a little groove so the stitches can lie in there, and so you can get a parallel line to the edge of your leather, so you can punch the holes. So I already punched the holes for the rivets, 1, 2, and then here. Makes it a little easier. I put a rivet, I'll just have to stitch this side and then just stitch this side. I won't have to turn that corner, which it's not difficult. It's really not. It's just knowing me. The sheaths I've made and my personal ones, I put them through hell and back. You know, when I'm done for the day with them, I'll take them off my belt, throw them in my trunk or whatever. So I just want something real durable, and I know if I see it kind of popping out from underneath some stuff, I'm just gonna grab it and tug on it. So when I'm building one, I put all that into the design of the one that I'm making for the individual, thinking they'll probably treat it the same way I treat mine. So yeah, pretty much. So let me cut these grooves, kind of like scratched it a little bit to kind of see if it was going to sit where I wanted it. It should be alright, it should be good. Let's try it out, see what happens. I just don't know if you'll be able to see it. You kind of just put it down and you kind of hold it straight. Try not to mess up, lift it up or whatever. Just try to one consistent cut. It's not too bad. You see? Not too bad. A little close right there, but that's alright. Once you stitch it, it'll be real good there. That's just to give you an idea of where you're going to punch your holes. So you can punch all your holes and lay it on top of where you're going to put it and transfer the holes, and then you can take it off and punch those holes. So let me just go ahead and do this other side, and once I finish lining it up, I'll come back. Just do this real quick. See, there it goes. Not bad. Now I'll start punching the holes. That's nice. It's gonna look good. I'll be back. And another thing, when you're punching these holes, I like to do a little dry run. So I like to just, with the points, just line it out, see how I'm gonna end up at the end, if it's good. If not, I can start using the 2 or the 1, which I need to get. I only got the 4 and the 2 tooth one. I need to get the individual one. That's why I do it like this. When I went to buy them, they only had those. They didn't have the other one. So I do a dry run to see how it's gonna line up. If it's going to be too close, or it's not going to line up right, or even right here at this turn it doesn't line up right, I can start cheating it over a little bit, so it can land where I want it to land. So that's another thing you need to pay attention. Little details that will make yours look good at the end. You know, the only thing is having to stamp through 2 pieces of leather. It's fun. They got this little tool. You can hold it on the leather and you can like pull it out or whatever. It's just a pain in the butt. I gotta redo a piece. Didn't really come out good on the other one. Had to take this off. Had it through the inside. Use the Dremel. Grinded it down. Took it off. Relocated it through the outside. It used to be through the inside. We punched these holes. Got the rivets right. So what you do is you slide it back on there. Like so. Kind of. Like so. You slide it on there. So you can get the holes for the bottom piece. Then we use this tool, and you just punch through. You go through all of them, so they can line up where they need to go. Some people outline it, they do it different. That's just the way I do it. It seems to work for me. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Then you punch them, and you get them all punched out. Then we're gonna glue it, and then we'll stitch tomorrow. Don't forget to slick that. The reason I do it like that is because the holes, you want them to line up so you can get a perfect inlined hole with your thread and your needle, right? You don't want them offset, because when you're trying to stitch it, it's pulling it together, and then these little gaps in between the stitching holes, they might tear when you pull it tight. You don't want that. You don't want it to blow out. Then it takes you a little bit longer to try to fix that, or sometimes you can't even fix it. You just got to take off that piece and just redo it. That's how I do it. That's how it works for me. That's how it's been working for me. Pretty sure there's an easier way, maybe like a deeper punch, something deeper, but then I don't know, something a little bit more deeper. Go through like 3 pieces of leather, but I don't got one. I got this, so I'm working with what I got, and I don't see me purchasing deeper ones. I don't know if they make them. I just can't justify that purchase. It may be a little bit more time consuming doing it this way, but I do get business, just not a whole lot, just to reinvest in doing this. It's a good little side little hustle, I guess you can call it. Keeps me busy for the most part. I'm always working on a little project. Thank God. So I can reinvest money, and I can keep refining my skill. So that's the cool part. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back again. So once you punch all those holes right, you take it off, and you have all the little marks of where you need to make a hole. So then you go ahead, get your tool back, start punching out all these holes. Once you punch them all out, you put some cement, leather cement, on it. Then I like to use these little things. You can use whatever you got. I'll put it on there with the cement, let it get a little tacky, then I'll just sandwich it. And in the back, it really don't matter, like on this, but here in the front, I like to make sure this goes across where the stitching is going to go. Because if it makes any marks, it's going to get covered up by the stitching, so it's not a big deal. So once I finish punching those holes, I'm going to put some glue on it and clamp it down with these deals, and then pick up tomorrow. Start stitching it up tomorrow. Thought I was going to be stitching today, but I guess not. Had to go do some other stuff. Had to go get the sticker for my vehicle. It expired here in Texas, and them Texas State Patrol, they're always up and down the road that I live on, and they really don't forgive you for anything. You break the law, you get a ticket. So to avoid a ticket, I went and I had to do that today. So punch these out, glue it down. Might come back and show you how it looks when I apply the glue, so you guys can get an idea, and how I clamp it down. Don't forget, once you're going to put the glue, make sure you reinstall the strap, because I had it here. I don't think it'll work too good. It'll be a real snug fit when I try to put the blade in, so I think I'm going to put it through the back. Make sure you get that rivet in, because once you put this piece on, there's no coming back. Alrighty then, take it easy. I'll be back in a minute. Don't forget, you punch the holes, you punch them on the other deal. Don't glue it yet. You have to slick the edges. Alright? The detail, the little things, that's going to make you that much better than the other guy. I already put some on that edge. You can see this top one's kind of slick. Ain't too bad. I know some people spend a lot of time on the edges. I don't too much. I spend some time, but not a whole bunch. You know what I mean? Because if they're gonna use it for what it is, it's gonna get thrashed. You know, it's not gonna stay new forever. It'll last. You maintain it, clean it up, take care of it, but like an edge, you know what I mean? Won't stay too nice. It'll stay nice. It's just not gonna stay nice forever. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. If I am, let me know. But I use this compound I got from Iron&Leather. But yeah, just slick them till they look smooth to you. I know some people get them real shiny, paint them with high gloss or whatever. I just paint them black, you know, the contrast from the side to the top makes it pop more. At least I think it does, but it's alright. It'll be good. I'll be satisfied. I'll be satisfied. Alright. But not too bad. It'll look good at the end of the day. Not finished. Finished. You can still see a little here and there, but for the most part, looks good. Looks good. You can see a little glare there because it's slicked now, but I'll go ahead and finish this side. Put the rivets back in. I had to make this thinner, had to paint it, so I got to re-slick it too, so it could fit the way I'm gonna rig it in there. The thing was, it's a big knife. He didn't want it too bulky, so if you're wondering like, why didn't you make it bigger? Well, he didn't want it that bulky, so I'm trying to make it real as compact as I can, but functional. And he's gonna be riding a bike, and if he needs his knife, he has his knife. He's in a biker club, so 1%ers. yeah, whatever they want. So their money can get in my pocket, and my leather gets wherever they need it. So that's the name of the game. Uh, they're the boss, and if they're reasonable. If they're not reasonable, there's been a bunch of times where I just say, get out of here, get out of here. Especially with welding work, they're all like, hey, well, I got a cousin that can do it for this or that. By all means, I'll lend you my phone. You can call him right now. Stop bugging me. Know your value too. Know what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. What you're comfortable with, and if you're comfortable with what you're going to charge for it, go ahead and do it. If you feel like it's not enough money, it's because it probably isn't enough money. So charge a little more, upcharge it. Your time is valuable, and your skill. That's mostly what you're paying for: time and skill, and knowledge. If they don't like it, they can go somewhere else, man. It ain't the end of the world. You don't want to be known for the cheapest guy. I like to be known for the guy that gets it done right, efficient, and high quality. That's what I want to be known for. And that's it, pretty much, man. Let me finish slicking this, line everything up, and then I'll show you the gluing process. Yeah, see you in a bit. Alrighty, we're back. We're gonna glue these pieces together. This is what I use. It works pretty good. Haven't had no complaints. I used it on a lot of stuff. Never got anybody messaging me back or calling me saying like, hey man, your stuff's junk. So you just pour it on there. You want a nice even coat. That's pretty much how I apply it. So I do this part, just apply it, and then kind of apply it here where the holes are. Nice thin little layer, not too thick. Just kind of rub it off. And what I do also is I use some stitching needles to align the holes up. It's kind of how I apply it here. And you just make little baby circles. Little baby circles. Covering up the stitch holes. This is how I've done it. It's always seemed to work. Like I say, there might be other ways to do it, but I'm just showing you what works for me. I've self-taught. Maybe watch some YouTube stuff, but not too much now. Sometimes stuff's real long, videos are real long, and I ain't got that time to be sitting down and watching the whole video. I know mine are probably going to be long, but like I said in the description, it's more of a vlog style channel. Sit here, talk. If you got time to hang out doing your leather work or any other hobby and you just want to tune in, go ahead, be my guest. Just hear me rambling on and on and on and on and on. Go ahead. It's good to change of pace whenever I'm outside or whatever. I'm usually outside hanging with my dog, talking to my dog when I'm doing yard work, watering my trees or whatnot. Got some couple avocado trees in the back, fig. Had a bunch of citrus, but that good old winter storm in February came and messed that up. Messed that up for us pretty good. Oh yeah, another thing. You can get these like at Iron&Leather or online. But if you know of a granite store near you, you can go and get scraps for free. I got this one for free. It's quartz. Don't know the actual name of it, but it's about a good inch thick. And I got this one too. This one's granite and this one's a lot thicker. You can see the difference. And they're free. I've seen them at Tandy for like 20 bucks. Yeah, I know. Go to your local granite places. They give them to you for free because they just throw them away. They usually have like a big old pallet full of stuff they're going to throw away like that, scrap. Sometimes they're misshapen or whatever. You can kind of cut them down to size or whatnot or whatever you want to do. I got these two pieces. I got a couple more scrap pieces. Yeah, pretty much. And they work, you know. They work, so why not? It's free stuff, man. It's free. Extra 20 bucks in your pocket. You ain't got to worry about paying somebody or getting something done or having to go to the store or whatever, whatnot. Well, each hole that I'm punching, after I put the glue, seems to line up pretty good. Pretty damn good. No effort, really. I'm happy about that. Pretty enthused about that. Yeah, I don't mind the mess in the back. Was my garage / workshop. Yeah, that never works out. Never works out. I don't know if I'll be able to get any of these here. Maybe just this big king size one. Probably use this over here. Okay, let's see. Use scrap. Heck, why not? See if I can weigh these down. Put a scrap piece on it. That'll work. Just get it on there. Usually, for the most part, it stays there. Be good. You got something heavy to put on there, you can put it on there. I really don't. Not at the moment. I do, but I don't want to have to dig through all my stuff. Try to find it. Besides everything I was poking through, was going straight through, so I gotta let this finish up and check you guys later.